Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to write the code that will make the exit button work. Before we begin, just to let you know, I have changed the names of the text field. So we've got three text fields, 1, 2, 3. I've changed from the default names. So the first text field here, I've called text field 1, and the way you change the name for the text field, you just right click and go change variable and type the name of the field there. So I've called it text field 1. The second one I've called text field 2, and the third one I've called text field 3. So that's text field 1, 2, 3. So just try and get them renamed so that when we are writing some code for the addition, it will be relevant. It will make more sense. So now let's write some code that will make this exit button work. The first thing we need to do is create an event handler. An event handler basically is used to respond to event. An event is anything that happens, a user's action on an application or a website. Me clicking a button is an event. So when I click the button, I need something to happen. So we need a code that will be fired off when the button is clicked. Clicking the button is an event. An event handler handles the event. So we need to assign an event handler to each event. Any event that happens from a component has to have a corresponding event handler. In terms of a button click, the event handler that is used is called the action listener. What the action listener does, it listens out for action event, which is a click event, and it will respond to that. By having an event handler in place, it will let the application know when a button is pressed, when a mouse is moved, or when the mouse button is clicked, or when the keyboard is pressed. While you've got the exit button selected, right click on the exit button. There are two ways you can generate an event handler. You can do it this way, right click and select event. All right, while you've got that selected, make sure you've got action and then click on action performed. What that will do, it will generate a stub, which is a skeletal code that you can build on. So this is the code that it generates. So this is what is known as an event handler method. So we need to, between these curly braces is where we need to write the code that will be fired off when the exit button is clicked. This void here means that it is not expected to return any value. It's going to be a straightforward line of code here. You don't need this code here. You can get rid of it if you want. It just gives you a clue. This is a comment, and comments are ignored when the code runs. So you can either delete it or leave it there. It's up to you. So, but the code we're going to write for this exit button is going to be a very straightforward piece of code. So we're going to write system. Okay, dot exit. And then parentheses. In the parentheses, you just type in 0 and semicolon. And that's basically all you do with that, with this event handler. So when the exit button is clicked, this code here will be fired off. So that is it for this lecture. In this lecture, we have written a line of code that will make the exit button work when it is clicked on. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Before we go, we can quickly test the exit button to see it in action. So I just click to run the application. So if I click the exit button, I expect the application to close. So if I click exit, you see the application has disappeared. So the code is working. Thanks. Bye for now.